receiver Derek Mason.
You are hands down my favorite radio personalities of all time.
On 102.5 and 106.3 The Game and the Game Nashville app.
With no further ado,
Caroline, Willy, and D-Mase coming at you on a Friday morning. Hi, everybody. Willy Donick, Derek Mason here with you. Nick Frazier back behind the glass.
Frazier.
Coming at you on a Friday. Caroline is out today.
Big sister is out, and we're going to have fun tonight, boy.
Not that we don't have fun when Caroline's
Exactly.
here.
Oh, we're putting our feet on the desk.
Oh, yeah.
We're not washing dishes. We're not doing anything. Man, I'm leaving the front door open. I'm doing everything.
We're getting takeout food tonight.
Exactly. Oh, man, I'm doing everything tonight, boy.
Oh, boy, yes. We have free reign of the territory. Okay. D-Mase, I saw a great movie last night, and I was on this movie early. I wanted to go in and see. I don't go to the theater that much, just like most of us, right? We don't go as much as we used to, but Oppenheimer.
Yes,
I'm going to give it a
go
high praise. It was hyped up a lot, but it lived up to the hype. I'm saying all in. Go see it.
I'm going to see it. I wanted to go see it with my son, but I don't think he's going to go to the movies. My daughter, she very seldom go to movies anymore because of all the madness that has happened in the world with stuff.
Man, yeah.
So she's a little leery about going to the movies.
Just the anniversary the other day. Maybe it was
Exactly.
yesterday on the movie theater in Denver. That was what 11 years ago, something like that. I saw it just happened. That popped up on the news. Like, wow, I remember that day. We all do.
But I do want to see. I do want to see Oppenheimer because it seemed like it's filmed sort of like, and I mentioned this to Willie, which he hadn't seen, and I was blown away. Inception. It's sort of. I think it's filmed like Inception in a sense. It's not but it's filmed in that sort of cinematic.
That viewpoint
way.
of the cinema, cinematic way.
That's the way it seems like it. But it's a drama, but
it's
without telling the movie.
I don't want to give it away, but it's obviously a historical piece on the Manhattan Project, the building of the atomic bomb, all that goes into that. It's really well done. It just makes you think. It'll spark a lot of discussion.
Ooh.
Christopher Nolan. He did Dunkirk, The Dark Knights. So he's a great director to start with. I mean, he did Inception too. So that's the connection there.
Exactly.
So I don't know, Nick. You didn't see it last night, did you?
I did not.
I think it just opened last night. It was all the theaters were very crowded.
I'm sure it was.
Night. I think it's got the. If you go into Rotten Tomatoes, it's the high 90s. You will not be disappointed.
Well, people go on the text lines and tell us if you saw it last night, and if you did, what did you think of it? Don't give the movie away. Just rate it, 1 through 10. How did you like the movie if you went and seen it? Willie gives it, I believe, a 10. I'm
gonna give it a 10. Yeah.
How do they do it on Rotten
Tomatoes?
It's up to 100.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's in the high 90s.
Yeah.
So Rotten Tomatoes. I always tried to figure this one out. Because I didn't know when I first started noticing Rotten Tomatoes, I thought it was a bad thing. And when they ranked it high, I'm like, man, that movie's not good. But then come to find out,
like you would think, you don't want a lot of tomatoes. That's like the old image of people throwing tomatoes on the stage, right?
That's why I thought at first it was a bad thing.
No,
but
if you get the rotten green tomato low rating, that's not good. That's how that works.
Yes.
But it's good. And we had a Tom in Nashville pointing out Inception, Oppenheimer, the Christopher Nolan crossover there. Yeah, he's a great director. This one will not disappoint. It will not disappoint.
Well,
how long was the movie?
3 hours. It's 3 hours. So be ready. Be ready.
Hey, you might want to order a T-bone steak at the movie theater. They do that now,
Get a little caffeine in you if you're older and you are prone to falling asleep. But I think it'll keep your attention, right? Unless it's like nap time when you go in there, or you go to the 9 o'clock show. You're going to be in there.
You're going to be in there for a minute.
But it's great. So 94 on the Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. On what I'm looking at.
So it may overtake Mission Impossible, which I need to see as well.
I need to see that too. I haven't been big into that franchise, but I heard this one's really good.
Yeah.
I heard this is a good one.
Yeah. So
Okay. All right.
I might need to go see those 2 movies.
Yeah. And listen, we're going to get the text line going today because it is Dad Joke Friday.
I brought some jokes with me today.
Okay. So our text line, of course, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. You can call us as well. You can go old school. Call the phone. Hey, we're a little older. We take phone calls. You know, we can
take
do
it
that.
all.
Yeah. 615-737-1025. You can get your movie review in. You can give us a dad joke. And, of course, we're going to weigh in on a lot of things today, including the Kevin Byard restructuring pay cut. He did, at the end of the day, take the pay cut. We're going to talk about that this first hour a lot. We've got Ask D-Mase today. We've also got, of course, the Take It to the Bank. So 615-737-1025. So, D-Mase, do you want to get the show started with a good dad joke?
You know what? I have one. And I had one, a friend of mine sent me one, and I was just cracking up. But I got to find that one. So let me scroll.
Oh, in the scroll. You're looking in the scrolls today. He's got the scroll with all of the wisdom of life of D-Mase. He's got it in the scrolls.
D-Mase, are you one of those people that has like a joke book?
Man, I got a scroll, man. It's called
it's a scroll.
It's called a scroll.
The scrolls of life. The scrolls of life.
Here's one. Okay, the dad's talking to his son, right?
Okay.
All right, here we go. The dad says, "I removed the wheels of your car." The son said, "Why?" The dad replies, "So you can drive tirelessly." Y'all like that one? Come on.
We're gonna start off. I don't know. I that's not your A material from the scrolls. The scrolls have had better jokes before, at least to start. The show.
So that was about a 50 on the Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. 50 tirelessly.
Dang it,
man. Okay. All right. We'll get it going. We're gonna.
That was a hit, man. I thought that was a hit.
This is the beauty of our show. If one of us tells a dad joke, somebody's gonna pick us up with a good dad joke on the other. Like Cody in Portland. Where do pirates buy their hooks?
I don't know.
The secondhand store. Okay. See, we're gonna.
I like that one. I like that one.
People are gonna leave here with good material. That's, when you go out into life on your Friday night, go to your weekend, you're gonna be armed with a couple of good dad jokes for your group. Whether that's with your family, you're out watching a game with the fellas, or you're on the golf course. Whatever you do on your weekends, you got a couple good dad jokes in your pocket. That's a good thing.
Absolutely.
And you can weed out the bad ones. And you keep the best material.
You always got to have a good dad joke in your pocket. That's all I got to say.
It's good. It's a good thing.
It's like keeping cash on hand. You got to have a $20 bill on you at all times, right?
You should.
I don't.
Those days are numbered now. It's like less and less situations you get into where you have to have the cash, but you never know when that's going to happen. Oh, sorry, we only take cash. If you're that store, you're kind of old school. And I kind of respect like the old school restaurants sometimes that still are just cash only. There's some classic old restaurants you run into in every city. Like, no, this is how we roll. Like, when you come here, you can't bring the credit card. And the new people that don't know, they get all flustered and whatever. Hey, there's an ATM right over here. What ATM? You guys don't take cards? What are you guys doing? Don't take. But the owner's secure enough in their history, and they're like, no, this is how we roll. Forget it. You don't like it? Don't come back. We're good.
Hey, either way.
Green paper or no thanks.
Got the ATM right over here.
Oh, man.
All right. So, D-Mase, the saga is over. And I will say this. On the Titans, I feel like now the hay's in the barn.
Yes. In regards to
It's all of the issues that we've been discussing all summer. Back in March, it was Kevin Byard. It was also, hey, when's Jeffrey Simmons going to get done? And there's the whole draft. And are they going to, they're going to draft a quarterback? Well, they got a quarterback. Are they going to get D-Hop? Well, there was a long saga, and they got D-Hop. So it looks like everything's done. This is the team.
Well,
right?
It looks like
because
it, yeah.
Here's the last piece. The Kevin Byard thing has resolution. He did take a pay cut. I looked at CBS Sports. This is the first place I saw this, Tyler Sullivan. And it says he is restructured. He has taken a pay cut down from $13.6 million as his base down to $11 million. But he does get incentives that could get him back up near $14 million. So he does the Titans a solid, gives them a little extra cap space, presumably to get D. Hopkins in comfortably, right, and still have your budget, not screw up your budget this year. But he bets on himself to where if he's his normal Kevin Byard, plays great, stays healthy, he can still make his money. So, and Kevin Byard can say, look, I'm helping you out, and, hey, look, I want to win.
Mm-hmm.
And DeAndre Hopkins can help us win. I'm facilitating getting a really good player on our team. And, look, at this stage of my career, I'm year to year. Mm-hmm. I want to finish as a Titan, so let's make the Titans the best they can be. The Titans get a break of $2.6 million this year. Incentives can get rolled over into next year. Mm-hmm. And I would think, just like DeAndre Hopkins has a lot of incentives. Yeah. But if you make those incentives, I think if you're the Titans, you're happy to pay those. That means the guy had a good year.
Yeah, I think Kevin was in a no-lose situation here. And I think I mentioned this when all of this sort of came down with KB and them asking him to take a pay cut and him saying no. He was going to get that $14 million. He was going to get it either way, whether it be with the Titans or whether it be with another team if the Titans chose to release him, which I couldn't see them doing. I could see a trade but not a release, because my thing was, if you don't want this to be a large cap hit for you Titans, then you rework the deal, or anybody else, you rework the deal, give them half of it in a base salary and give them some in signing bonuses or incentives, easily achievable incentives. And I'm sure that is what the Titans have done. They gave him incentives that he can reach easily, probably.
And that's what we don't know. But I would like to see that. Hopefully they are achievable for him, because you want to see him. Like I do hope that this was a win-win, right? Mm-hmm. That Kevin Byard said, okay, if I'm going to take a $2.5 million pay cut, I want incentives that are achievable.
But just think about it. It's a $2.5 million pay cut. But say if they trade him somewhere else or he gets released, it still ends up being the same amount of money, because if he goes somewhere, and you always talk about this, Willie, getting cash here in pocket rather than as opposed to getting cash in New York or, with the Lions in Michigan.
In California.
Or California, yeah. It's different. They're going to tax you. So you might as well just stay here, take a little pay cut, but you still end up coming out on top. And in Kevin Byard's case, he has, because he's going to get his money no matter what. He's going to get a base salary of 11. He's going to be able to reach his incentives unless something happens to him in regards to injuries. But as we've seen, Byard has been one of the most, reliable players when it comes to availability on that team.
He is very reliable, and $11 million is still very high for a safety. So when we come back, well, that's the question too, and a lot of people are already weighing in on this on our text lines, 615-737-1025. Is the hay in the barn? Is this the Titans team? We'll talk more about this and the Byard deal. If you got thoughts, reach out to us, call us. We're just getting started here. Caroline, Willy, and D-Mase here on this Friday afternoon. And, of course, we're brought to you by the new Zen Sports Sportsbook, the only sportsbook in Tennessee with a cash rewards program. Betting just got better. Download today.
All the big plays.
Rebound, try out in front, and Saros covers it up.
All the big stories.
Andrew Burnett reportedly hired as the next head coach of the Predators.
All in one place. We are Nashville's best sports talk. 102.5 and 106.3.
Checkered flag is in the air.
Comparing goalies to running backs.
46-27 Vanderbilt.
Does this group of players need more? The Game and the Game Nashville app.
On July 22nd in Nashville, Tennessee, 4 men will compete in one boxing ring. Only one winner will be declared. Who will be the last man standing?